Hey guys, it's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for another Frickin Fridayz with Pandalicious. I know you've been waiting for it, I definitely have been waiting for it, so let's not waste any time, so here's what I have to say.
To all the prom queen bitches thinking they so rude, now I'm the one that's cool, I'm the one that's cool.
You guys remember high school. I don't know if anybody who watches these videos is still in high school, so you might be living this right now. It's been quite some time since I've been in high school. I don't have many fond memories. I was really fat. Granted, that really hasn't changed too much. I was nerdy. I did drama in chorus. I read books. I am a nerd, and I'm so proud to be a nerd. Nerd and geek all of a sudden have different connotations. Yeah, I'm throwing some big words at you. That's how nerdy I am. We have different inflections these days, and now everybody out of everybody is a nerd. So now, nerd has become, or geek has become, somewhat mainstream. I've debated talking about this before. The guys over at 5 and Dime Comics, I talk about those guys a lot, brought it up first. It seems like I'm blatantly copying them. They were talking about the geek hierarchy. At the very, very bottom of it, like the bottom rung, the bare minimum of geekdom, came from the video game genre. It made me upset. Like, I was foaming at the mouth, growling at this. Now the guys know that I did that. To make matters worse, the comic strip also then mentioned that video game nerds are falling into a state of fandom where it's not even represented as a true geekdom anymore. This is where I had my psychotic break. This did it. It upsets me to like the nth degree to hear someone tell me that I'm no longer a nerd, I'm just a fan. It pissed me off. And you want to know why? I got ostracized for playing video games. I was not active. People were like, you're fat, you're lazy, get outside of the house. Now, it's the cool thing to do. Recluse realness up in this bitch. So now I get to be cool 20 years later. I should have been cool on personality alone. I mean, look at me. Being a fan is just, oh, I played it and I really liked it and I bought it. Yes, that is something that a fan would do. But a geek would sit there and fully immerse themselves into the game and fully try to understand every possible nook and cranny that was presented in this installment. There were certain facts in terms of video games that I would know over somebody else. Like if someone was like, oh, in Silent Hill 2, you played some chick. I'm like, actually, no. You played James Sunderland, and he was looking for his wife, who was supposedly dead. Like, there are facts that show my expertise and my love for the game. That, to me, is what makes me a proud geek and nerd. There are game fans, but they are not nerds. They are not geeks. They are just game enthusiasts, which is completely and utterly fine. I'm not saying don't like what you like, because then I'd be, a bully. And that's the last thing that I am to anyone. But don't lot them in to a slot that, one, I first didn't even really want to be a part of, but then grew to accept that that was essentially who I was. That's going to make me mad. That's going to make me take my sonic screwdriver and, like, seal you away in, like, a basement somewhere where you'll die. Don't make me use this. On the other hand, I had to sit there and think, because they are right. I know, I don't like to admit when I'm wrong, especially since I'm wrong, like, all the time. I like to be right about something. It's not our fault, video game nerds. It is not our fault that our niche is now trending in the mainstream conscience. It is society, it is marketing, it is media. They have run out of wheels, and now they're going for the niches. We've already kind of seen these trends in movies. Disney buying Marvel. Still can't believe they did. So we can't help but watch our private little world become the focus. Are we subject to being fans and not nerds? Not necessarily. That really kind of depends on you. And that's really the point that I wanted to make today. Don't let media and society dictate who and what you are, because in the end you just represent yourself. And people are people. Whether they're nerds, they're jocks, hipsters. As for me, I am a proud geek and nerd. I'm happy with that. And if you are the same as me, you should be happy and proud too. This has been Frickin Fridayz with Pandalicious, and I'm out of here.